Welcome everybody to the Midnight Hour. I pray that everyone is doing well. Blessings, love, a lot of hugs. Thank you for everybody, for your prayers, for your support. It's been a minute, but here we go. It's been a trying week, but we are in God. We are more than conquerors. Amen. Today I want to share a story about unity. Why is unity important? Why do we need it? What happens when we don't have it? In the Bible, when Jesus was in his final days, he prays over his disciples. And in John 17, verse 11, he prays to God and says, I pray that you know that I'm no longer going to be here, but I pray that they stay as one, that you keep them as one. Because in unity, as we know, there's strength in numbers. There's strength in unity. You can try to do something on your own, but it's not the same if you have someone that helps you. If I have someone that helps me. And so that Jesus Christ knew that, and God knows. So listen to this. This is something I always share with people. You may move from a city, you may move from a job, from a school, from a nation. You may move from the United States to Puerto Rico or Mexico to United States or vice versa or any other place. And you say, I no longer have people. But listen, look at the love of God, how great and mighty it is. That God will always put people in our lives, wherever we may go, in whatever stage of our life that we are facing. God will always put someone in your life. In my life, I mean, I've moved several occasions to different states. And yes, I saddened because I didn't have the people I knew and loved. I will no longer see them. I will no longer spend time with them like we used to every day. But in every location, God has blessed me, not has given me, has blessed me with new people, with new friendships, with new relationships, with new people that are going to give me the hand, and that I'm also going to be a blessing to them. That's the love of God, is to remain united. A lot of times, unity has been lost. Being united, staying together in one mindset, with one purpose, with one goal. Now it's such a struggle because now we have people that want to go this way and other people want to go that way. Some want to go north, some want to go south, some want to go east, some want to go west. And it's such a struggle to have everyone pushing in the right way, in the same direction. It's such a struggle. And so it's something Jesus Christ said in the prayer about his disciples. He asked God and he said, may they be as one. The gospel has to stay as one. The purpose, the vision has to stay as one. Are we all alike? No, we're not all alike. Some of us speak faster than others. Some of us speak louder than others. Some of us are taller. Some of us are shorter. Some of us are darker. Some of us are light-skinned. Some of us are sociable. Some people are introverts. We're not all alike. That wasn't God's purpose. You don't have to be all alike. You don't have to be the same color, the same language, from the same city, from the same nation, for you to have unity. No. Unity is not found in those things, in superficial things. Unity is not found. If you find a group or a place that says they're united just because of their color, or just because of their language, or just because of where they were, what city they're from, or because of their age, or because of their belief, that's not unity, my brother, my sister. And sooner or later, that will not remain. Unity is someone who has the same mind, or a group of people that have the same mind, the same spirit, the same vision. And that's what Jesus wanted to present to his disciples. And that's what he wanted them to remain as one. As one. Not as three over here, two over there, five over there. They would be spread. They would have different missions. They would have different purposes. But the unity of the gospel remained one. The unity of the gospel. And that's what Jesus Christ was praying. He was not telling his disciples. He was praying over them and asking God that they remain as one. That don't forget the vision. Don't forget the calling. Don't forget the same vision, the same spirit, in the same direction. And we have to live that way. We have to go back to living that way. Because at certain times in our lives, at certain times in our cities, in our churches, in our families, there was unity. A lot of people now, you see it, and I tend to agree that the holidays are not the same as because we've lost our ancestors. We've lost our grandparents, our grandfathers, grandmothers, our mom, our dad, our aunts, our uncles, the older generation who kept things united, who kept the family united. And I often ask, I say it's true. I said, but that's because the unity was in their heart. The unity meant so much to them that no matter the cost, no matter the situation, we were going to remain united as a family. And we have to go back to that. We may not have our ancestors, our forefathers, but we have that spirit in us. We remember it very well. And so we have to go back to that. And that goes for the church too. The unity, the being able to fellowship with each other. Now we don't want to spend time in nobody's house. We don't want to, when church ends, we're leaving quickly. We don't want to sit and conversate. We don't want to have a cup of coffee and talk to somebody or how they're really doing. But that is what brings unity. I used to tell my youth in Wisconsin, one of the greatest experiences in my life was when we had long road trips. And we sat in the bus, 15, 18, 20 people, 20 youth, on a journey for 10, 15 hours sometimes. And you would have to lean on each other. Some people will fall asleep on your shoulder. You would have to share snacks. You would sing along to the song that was playing in the van. And I remember that. And to this day, it's a great memory. It's a beautiful memory. And I used to tell my youth, you know what you guys need? Because I sensed in the Bible class, I sensed that there was no unity. They used to not want to be around each other. I said, you know what you guys need? I go, you guys need a long road trip. And they were like, no. And I said, yeah, because that's what bonds you. When you spend moments together, in the good times and the bad times. Like when we would go on road trips and the person next to me didn't have enough money, when we would stop at the restaurant and everyone would pitch in, I got you. And it brought unity. And that's what Jesus Christ wanted the disciples to have. Unity as one. Do it as one. Think as one. Speak as one. Live as one. March as one. That's what Jesus Christ wanted them to do. The disciples were not all alike. We know that. But they were always one. They always marched as one. They lived as one. They ministered as one. And that's what Jesus Christ wanted, that the unity not be lost. May in this day and age, Dios te bendiga, Juana Maria. God bless you. May in these times, maybe we don't have, maybe we don't live, we don't do church, we don't do family events like we used to, but there can still be unity. As a matter of fact, we need to go back to those. We need to spend time with each other. We need to hug each other. We need to love each other. We need to be there for each other. May the unity never be lost. Not in the family, not in the community, not in the work, not in your church. May we be as one. May we march as one. May we minister as one. We all will do it differently because we all have different personalities and we all have different talents. But the vision is one. The ministry is one. The gospel is one. The gospel is one. May we remain united as one, as he prayed that the disciples remain united. God bless you guys. I love you. Good night.